Hey y'all, so I watched The Harder They Fall. It's one of the few movies I've really been looking forward to this year. It's out on Netflix. And I love me a good cowboy movie. I love me a good western. And what I'm really loving about this, just want to say right out, is that we need to let go of this notion that cowboys were all, white men all trying to seek their It's not. The cowboys were the indigenous people, the Tayanos, Mexicans, and escaped black slaves. So I'm like, yes, black westerns. And so we're going to talk about this. Alright, so to start off, I really appreciate how when they off there in the beginning, it says, this is a fictional story, but these people existed because they did. And I love me a good old fashioned revenge story. Like, you wronged my family, I'm coming after you. I don't care if it's 20 years from now. Like, I really enjoyed that stuff. It was very obvious right away, even if you didn't see any previews, because the little boy in the very beginning looked exactly like Jonathan Majors, like his nose, his lips, his everything. I was just like, yes. I like the setup of the revenge story happened right away. Stagecoach Mary and Trudy, their characters were played by Regina King and I can't remember her other name right now. I feel their characters, I think they were very equal, like in like their fight, their drive for the people that they care about, like the love that they have for the people in their lives, and also Regina King. She was just such a badass. In fact, I want a whole movie of just Trudy. I want to know about her. I really loved the characterization of the Cherokee kid, and there was other character. But it was Burkworth. I'm pretty sure I'm saying his name correctly. I'm gonna post his name up somewhere because I'm just really excited. And yeah, I love they were very Doc Holliday, Johnny Ringo competition, as if you need something to compare to that that's familiar. It was that, and I was like, so good. And also the Keith as the Cherokee kid, he just made him just so cool and smooth, and it was like it made it hard for me to really think about who to root for because he was just so. And I was like, So anyway, Jonathan Majors as Nat Love, the head of the Love Gang. He is always super like really emotionally in touch with his characters, and I really appreciated that about his acting skills, and it was great. It was beautiful. Oh, and then all like the fight scenes and all the shootouts in general, they weren't very stylized, which I appreciated because when shootouts gets very stylized in a western, it can be distracting because you're just like, you can see the choreography, you can see the dancing happening. The character Cuffy, and their, I want to say fight, but their instinct against gender norms was done really well. It was appropriate for the time period. It didn't take anything away from the main story, which was the Nat Love Gang and the Rufus Buck Gang. There was because there's a scene where there was a bank that needs to get robbed. I'm not really giving anything too much away. They're about outlaws. Obviously, there's going to be robbing happening, and it's a white town, like literally, not just the fact that there's white people there, but it's white sand everywhere. All the buildings are white. It is a white town. So there is no, I didn't know I couldn't be here. No, this is a white town. Get out, Nagger. It was really great. And then the music. And sometimes, usually I find modern music and period pieces can be a distraction. Like I didn't really like that in the Baz Luhrmann's Gatsby. I found it a distraction, but this I feel like it worked because it really went with everything that was happening. Like the music was really, like when they're riding the horses, it added to it. It wasn't like, oh, I'm trying to pull in modern audience. It just really added to it. It helped the story along. Okay, so like the 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 resolution at the end, I kind of had a feeling that was what it was. I think it was one of two things. I'm not going to say what my two things were until like maybe later somebody asks me. But the one or two things that I thought it was that, and I was like, haha, can't fool me, because once again, that's just the way my brain works. And also with the very, very end, I love that because it sets up the possibility of more stories and more movies. And I want more of that. I mean, I love the fact that I love taking actual historical people and using them as fictional characters. And I want more of that. I want, more Black Westerns because we need that. We were. So if you've watched this already and you have some thoughts and you want to discuss this, please let me know because I loved it. It was good. Now, is this something that I'm probably going to watch a bunch of times? Maybe not. But it is something that I would watch again. And also, Idris Elba. Idris Elba. If you know the video I'm talking about, you know.